Hey, welcome to this video, guys. How's it going? Hopefully, your trading days are going pretty good, and all the negative news and all that what's going on out there. Hopefully, you're starting to tune some of it out. The space is what it is. Trading is what it is. Use news as an indicator, just something to watch for, and be cautious when you're looking at taking trades that day, depending on what you're doing. Obviously, if you're long-term investing. Uh, that's what it is. It's long-term investing. It's saving your money. If you bought a house today, are you worried about if the house is going to drop when you bought? Because if that's a concern, then nobody should be buying right now. I mean, you are in an inflated environment, right? Increasing on properties have been insane, double-digit percentages year over year. When an average house normally would increase 2 to 3%, that's a good increase. But is anybody freaking out about that? Right? No, it's not in the news. Let's think about that when you're looking at everything that's going on in the current infrastructure and market around you. Think about that as well when you're looking at your chart. So now, if you're looking at trading for a short term, that's usually what we're talking about here. That's different, right? You kind of want to know what's going on, and you use it as an indicator. That's really what it comes down to when you're looking at trading with the news. And it's not really trading with the news. It's really like, okay, this is the setup. This is what I like. What's going on? Let's flip over and see if there's anything going on today that could be throwing some weirdness in the chart. Other than that, it is what it is. I mean, I know I've seen a lot right now in the X space, just the internet in general, Reddit, Discord, you name it. It's just constant, and nobody really knows. And that's the route. There's nothing wrong with that. Take control of what you can control, and the unknowns, let them play. Put the variable in your favor and let it go. Don't get too fixed up on a lot of this. So with that said, let's go ahead and dig into the charts though. And what I want to look at today is the reason why we have things kind of built the way we do, and why we're do what we do. And I know that's kind of weird, but it actually would have helped you stay out of the charts today. And you're talking about, hey, what should I be doing? What level should I be looking at? Well, really, it doesn't matter so much, but it does when you're wanting to make a decision on trading, and you put your capital in when it makes the most sense to put it on. So let's go ahead and dig into that and take a look at some of that right now. Here is the charts today. It's kind of zoomed in a little, so it should be all right for you though. But we're on the 15-minute. Same as always are. You can see the open. We did have some volatility in the open, a lot of energy. Then it kind of ran back up. You did see this breakout area. Now, one thing that I'll caution, you could say, hey, well, yeah, when it closes above, you get in the next candle. Yep. And if you did, I mean, you could have traded this, right? The hard part is you need this to run up, and it should have ran up to at least to the daily resistance. That's a typical trade. So if this is what you were looking for, I don't blame you to get in and trade this. Definitely got in, did what it needed to do. Could have been close to a 1-to-1, and that would have been the trade. Well, you can see that it just did this weird wick and then came back down. Well, the one thing is I will caution you is let's take a look at some stuff I've talked about even in the last video was, okay, well, what's the 1 hour doing, right? Well, here's the open. The energy is already gone. The gas is gone, right? If you want it to go up, you want the gas, you want the indicator to be the bottom of the chart. I mean, I'm talking simple here, so it's easy to understand. You kind of want it more like this, right? There's gas, there's energy. It's starting at the bottom and it's going. It says this can go up. Well, today is this going to go up? Well, now the energy is coming down. We're getting in the end of the day on what I'm talking about. This could kind of trade on down. This could start to push back up. We'll see. But you want to see the setup, and you want to see it go through the support and resistance. Really, it hasn't done anything. It's just kind of gone sideways all day. So if you were going to jump into that and take that long right here, well, part of you is like, well, why are you taking that? Because you don't have the energy. You're also topped out when you'd be getting in, right? It's just going to just keep running all the way up into this upper area. Maybe, yeah, it could. I mean, it would have to go up and take out this upper area. So you'd be thinking, okay, this is going to snap up and I'm going to catch the energy here. Well, but you are trading the top if you want to look at it that way. If you're always wondering, well, what happens? What's it look like when I'm going to buy the top of a market? Well, every time frame is a little bit different, right? But we're looking at the 15 minute. So you're like, okay, what's this look like if I'm going to buy the top of the 15 minute? This is it. It already topped out in the early morning hours. It started to trade down. It's telling you that it's out of gas. It already did all that right through here, and price action couldn't regen itself. It gave a little bit of an uptick in the morning, and that was the end of it, obviously, because it topped out. Well, we just looked at it. It had no gas, no energy, and if you want to look at like your engine side, if it's going to be built, is it giving you everything's ready in the car and packed and ready to go? Not really, because when you're looking at that, when we're saying things are packed and ready to go, it's set up, and there's no setup here. So really, you could say that yeah, the vehicle is not ready to run. So, and you don't have gas. You don't have either one. So, well, I guess what I'm pointing at is why would you get into the long? Besides, if you just wanted to trade blindly and say, hey, well, this guy on the internet that always was talking said, hey, if you get the close above, that's a confirmation you get in. Okay, that's valid. Well, here it is. It did happen, and your stop was here. Did it come get your stop? No. Did it play out as much as it could with the lack of energy in the chart? So, granted, I mean, if you got out for any on this wick, I mean, it still would have been a decent little move, depending on what you put on it. $100 made you $50 if that's how you want to look at it. Now that would have been tough. Like I said, that would have been a nice $50. Hard $50. And when I'm saying that is because it's a forced trade, so not a good trade in the end of the day. So then after that, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the price action. I'll just remove this. You can see that we started to trade down. Now this definitely was setting up for some strong bearish behavior, and everything was rolling over. You had the gas on the 1 hour that at the time, like, yeah, it was rolling all over as well. You created the higher high in the early morning, then you created a lower high. This does show that it kind of wanted to trade down. And this is where that weird price action's in there, and this is why we call it the battle zone. Here's your triggers on both sides, and it's fighting in there. It's not really clear either, and this is kind of what happens when you're in the middle of the battlefield. You're in the battle zone, right? There's lines on each side, and everybody's fighting on both sides, and you don't know which is going on. It's chaos in the middle there, and that's why we always talk about chaos. Now, obviously, you have your 200 on the 1 hour, you have your 21. Right now, you're sitting in a neutral state. So if someone asks me right now, hey, are we going long or going short? Well, right now, we're just looking at the indicators. All right. If I just looked at my indicator and tried to get it clear, it's neutral right now. It could rotate up, it could rotate down. Right now on the 15, looks like it's definitely more bullish looking because it's trying to get fight above these moving averages, but this could be setting up for head and shoulders, if you will, and break down. I mean, really, you could be saying, well, this is the pattern, and it could be breaking down right here, and it may snap down into this area. 67 could even go a little bit lower. You do have some targets down here that I have set up. It could hit those targets. I'd say be careful. You're in the middle of that, so don't go crazy. I would say, well, let's go down here and fight through this resistance. You do have some long resistance down here from higher time frames of saying, hey, no, you could really go down in here and eat this up, and this could just come down there and start eating up all this juice down here. So be careful. We could jump out to that 4 hour and analyze that and see. You're getting into compression here for the last. This started in the morning on that first dump. First drop down, and then middle compression right here. Now this could be trying to rotate here and start to catch this, but this is really kind of telling you, like, it's right here, right? It already tried to do this once, so this was the nice climb up out of here, and then it started to fail, and now it's trying to fail again. The energy is dying out here. Now, where could it pull back to? That's where we're going to start to look for those supports, right? As of right now, it would have been nice to get up into higher areas. We just didn't quite do it on that run. So let's see if we can keep this 21 starting to carry price action and jam it up in through that 200 there. That would be nice. I mean, this is stair stepping. This could keep going. This could come down though and look for this lower area. Right now, it's like in the battle zone. That's why I keep saying that. And you might say, well, you're not calling a direction, not being real precision on this. Well, that's right. And the system's not giving me precision right now. So what happens when you run into that scenario? You just say, you know what, I'm done for the day. I'm walking out of here. I'm not going to put capital on the market when the unknown is. Because right now it could go up, it could go down. So really, I want to see when it's nice and clear. When I want to take that boat out in the water, the ocean, the lake, or whatever, I don't want to take it out on a stormy, nasty day. Regardless, no matter what, it's no fun to be out there. The point is to go out and enjoy it. And that's the way trading is too. So when you're looking at what's going on right now and what I'm talking about, you are taking it out in a storm. It might be somewhat clear for a minute and you go to run out there, but really, the storm is sitting right there and you're driving right into it. I mean, you could easily capsize, wreck your account, all that stuff. Like, why get into it? I understand that everybody wants to take advantage of a fast opportunity to make a lot of money up or down, but there's no clarity on this, so we need to wait. You are seeing it fight in the major support areas that I always talk about. Well, that's where it's at right now. You could say, well, when this breaks down, I'm going to jump into this short after it loses the 200. I'm going to jump into that, so I'm going to get into this just like this. I'm going to put a nice little stop right here, nice and tight, and I'm going to run this down and make all this money. Be careful with that, because this may just come down and hit this hard line and come right back up, and then may come up and just keep running. So that's like the what ifs here, and that's why it's called the battleground, the no man's land, whatever term you want to use. This is the neutral area. Tomorrow when it resets, we'll reevaluate what happened yesterday in the last 24 hours, set the new lines up, and then we can kind of reset and see where things are. And then at that point too, we'll reevaluate our tools and see if we have the gas in the tank, right? Let's see if the setup's there. Let's see if we get the cars packed. Let's see if it's ready to run idea, right? We get out, cross the line on either side idea, and then we can jump in. We know the energy is going to push the chart. It's very simple, right? As we walk through it, hopefully it sounds simple. That's kind of the idea of what we're trying to do. That's trading in a nutshell. High probability, right? Looking for opportunity, following a system. That's why we're showing you that stuff today. Today really in the end, I didn't really say a whole lot, but there wasn't a whole lot for you to do except put your hands up and say, I'm not going to take action in the price action today, because there isn't anything for us to do. Nothing is clear for us. Yesterday was a clear opportunity that I showed you. Obviously it ran up and down, but once it set up, the clear opportunity was there, the energy was there, the fuel was in the tank, all that good stuff, right? That 1 hour lined up, everything was looking good. We could take a nice 15-minute trade, and it was very quick. Snapped up very fast, and then through the night, it actually ran up to that full target that we were talking about that it could go up into. And so it was exhausted, right? The trade was exhausted at that point. It was out of energy. The funny thing is if you want to call it funny, is yesterday it was actually saying that it was more an exhaustion trade anyways. So that's another red flag when you look at today. More than likely, you're not going to really get a whole lot, because the day before it already did everything that it had just to get to where it made it. And that's kind of where I'm saying this is more likely, looks like it's going to short right now, more likely than go up, just because we already came out of that exhaustion. Now this can maintain this current area, and we can reset our energy, and then we can see it run to another higher level, which that could happen. That's what you're starting to see when we're going to get more bullish. Levels are going to hold a lot stronger than before. These floors are going to start to hold. Now we do know that there is energy down here calling for the price, and like I said, this could do a hard drop and get down in here and eat up some of this juice, and then as it resets, like I was talking about, everything resets and it could run. For clarity, this is what a storm looks like. This is what you want to just don't go out in the boat idea, or don't walk out in the storm and get hit by lightning, whatever analogy you want to throw at this. This is the noise. This is what I'm showing you today. Rewatch this video if you need to, pause it, look at it, study the price action that I'm showing. This is what a noisy chart looks like. This is what noisy indicators look like. This isn't giving us a lot of information. besides, it's clear that you're out of energy in the chart. If you stay consistent trading with the system, you'll see these points that I'm pointing out. This really is trying to turn, and like I said, it could try to run up, but yeah, it's either or for sure. But it definitely has more, like it wants to possibly drop down in these lower areas to catch energy as we go into the evening. But we'll see. I'm not obviously going to trade if it breaks down here or breaks out. I'll wait till tomorrow when it resets and the weather's clear and I have a clear direction and I can make easy money, because that's really how we want to be trading. Anyways, so all right, guys, I will leave you to it on this video. Go ahead and like and subscribe, hang out, put some comments in, and we'll answer them as we can. And join the live stream. It's been pretty quiet this week actually on the live stream, but that's a great place to ask questions and take advantage of that opportunity, especially if you're questioning things that you see on my chart right now and you kind of want to know what that is or why that's on there, that kind of stuff. That's a great place to do it, is on our live stream. It starts at 8:30 Central Standard Time, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so you can catch that anytime of the week on those days. And other than that, guys, I will see you in the next video. And I guess I'm gonna have to keep talking because I can't figure out how to stop this video. Nah, just kidding. All right, see you guys later.